So 3 rules for requesting connections. I want to tell you that I believe in using the technology to help in every way possible. LinkedIn is an especially good tool for a job search as well as for salespeople in their efforts. But I want to advise you not to forget common courtesy and etiquette. These things are often forgotten when people are using technology. So the first one is never ask a stranger to connect on LinkedIn. You need to have some sort of relationship with that person. You don't want your first contact to be sending them a connection request. The second one is never use the friend category for someone who would not consider you their friend. This is overused. People think that if they just use friend, they don't have to know anything else. They just send it to someone. And I can tell you, if someone who I've never even heard of sends me a request saying they're my friend, I'm going, this is quite presumptuous and a bit arrogant. So that doesn't create a positive impression in my mind. And the third rule is never use LinkedIn's canned message. You need to take the 15 or 20 seconds to make that change. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what this looks like. Here's a connection request. I am asking Christine at eVisors to connect with me. We are not currently connected. You can see the choices. You have colleague, and you all know that if you have a common employer, that you could choose colleague. You've worked in the same company that person has. Classmate is obvious. Most of you, if not all of you, are in school. So if the person is currently or is an alumni of your university, you can check classmate, and then of course LinkedIn will ask you which school. I like to use the category other, and I've fallen into the habit of using it all the time, even if the person went to my school, worked at one of my former companies, or we've done business together. And that if you choose other, then you need to be able to enter their email address. Well, if you followed my rule number 1 about not asking a stranger to connect, you probably have their email address. And let me just back up on the stranger. If you went to a party yesterday or last night or this past weekend, and you met someone and you exchanged contact information and agreed that you'd be in touch, then that counts. Then you have a relationship with them and you've exchanged information, so you should know their email address. And if you only know their phone number, you can call them up and ask them their email address. Again, you want to have some sort of relationship with the person. Finally, where it says include a personal note, and it says optional, I just think it's really cold to send the canned message that LinkedIn uses. I figured that if you want me to connect with you, that you can take the 15 or 20 seconds to write a personal message. That's really all it takes. And if you did meet me at a party where there were a lot of other people, you might want to remind me where we did meet and make it personal, maybe something we chatted about.